It's been 23 years since one of the best RPGs ever has come out. And thanks to Larian Studios, we're getting the masterpiece back. Well, not this masterpiece, even though I did kind of like this. But we are getting Baldur's Gate 3. We finally get to play it. 3 years of early access. Today's the day. You're probably wondering, what do I play though? What build? What character? What archetype? What am I going to roleplay as? Well, I have the answer for you. Throughout history, there's been one consistent when it comes to the most interesting characters. They are those of the human race, those without gifts, superpowers, or bestowed by the gods. Those who survive in a world populated by beasts, monsters, demons, creatures of unfathomable imagination. These humans exemplify the power of sheer will, human resilience, strength, push beyond the limits of the human body to battle these creatures in these fantasy worlds. This is far and away the most interesting archetype. And who better to represent that archetype in a Dungeons & Dragons build than Guts, baby? That's right, let's go! We are going to be a male human fighter, the most unique archetype, the most unique build, the most unique playstyle. Let's go! Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that intro. I had a lot of fun making it. Hopefully you got a few laughs or something out of it. Before I get into the build, please like, comment, and subscribe. I normally don't shill or make too much of a point to mention this. I normally mention it at the end of the video when people don't care. But I would really appreciate it. I'm trying to grow the channel. I love technology. I love gaming. I'm super passionate about it. It's what I really, really love to do. So if you don't mind, if you do enjoy, you got maybe a laugh or two, then please go ahead. Hit that bell, subscribe, and get the like button. And then let me know. Leave a comment, please. Let me know what your builds are, because guys, I'm not like a great source of information. My only experience, we're really D&D 5e, and it's not even the same thing. It's just Pathfinder. I have a couple hundred hours in Kingmaker and Wrath of the Righteous combined, so that's where most of my knowledge base is really coming from. But let's get into the build. Here we go. Oh man. We gotta. Alright guys, we're in the character creation. We're going to be a human male. We're going to be multi-class actually. So I did debate you guys a little bit. The way I'm going to look at this is that I'm going to look at Guts not starting from the original point of the manga. Well, let's say the original point of the anime, because the original, I think manga chapters are actually Black Swordsman Guts. When he has his, when Guts has his little foray into some demon waifus. We won't talk about that though. Alright, so I'm going to look at this as Guts post-Eclipse. Black Swordsman arc, he's 100% a rage monster. He is much more Barbarian, a Berserker at this point, right? As he transitions into getting the party back, with the help of a little witch Shirky, and as he regains his purpose in life and lets go of a lot of the hate and rage, he becomes more of a fighter. So that's the way I'm going to look at it, actually. So we're going to start Barbarian, and I also, for gameplay purposes, I think Rage and having a little bit of an armor defense and less damage while raging is just more appropriate. It's more exciting in the early game, because Fighter, I feel like, doesn't really pop off until later on in the ranks. Background, you can go Folk Hero or Soldier, whatever you personally want to roleplay as, but Soldier, just he fits too good. You are trained in battlefield tactics and combat, heavy surgeon, a militia, mercenary company, or Officer Corps, or Officer Corps. Show some smart tactics and brave in the battlefield to enhance your prowess. 100%, that's Guts. Folk Hero is Guts 2. I won't go noble. Maybe go criminal. Nah, I'm just kidding. So it gives you recommendations. And just remember with the strength, it's not, don't think about 17, but think about brackets. So 16 to 17 will be, I think it's +3. Yes. So when you think about your ability scores, your attributes, don't think about the whole number. Think about, I need to get into these two numbers to get into the next bracket, for example. So we do get the highest possible bracket we can. The races no longer have, what's it called? There's no like racial differences when it comes to ability points. So it used to be like human was all +1, and I think Gefyanka, I can't pronounce it correctly, was +2 strength. So now, no matter what race you pick, you can preference it, which is awesome. I love that change. It's great. Dex 13, we could get it to 14 and get the next modifier. I think that would be 2. Oh no, yeah. So getting to 13 would be Or getting it to 14, excuse me, would be 2. And we're at 1 right now. So that's fine. I think the reason why they use recommended wisdom is because a lot of the saving throws against you, when they're going to roll negative effects, some of the worst negative effects, at least from my experience with Pathfinder, are normally wisdom rolls. At least I believe, but I'm not entirely sure. But I have no problems with this. 100% we go strength, 100% we go the +1 with con, where we need 16 to get to that next bracket. And then even for strength, now we know if we get any armor, gear, or weapons that give plus strength, we only need 1 to get that next, to get to +4, which is huge. So that's really nice. Skill proficiencies, we'll just go whatever. Yep. Edit the appearance. Alright guys, so unfortunately, I was hoping that if we go to class, it would show, you know, it would give you outline. Like I know in Pathfinder, you would get levels 1 to 20 and they would tell you what you would get. It doesn't happen right now in this screen. I don't want to spoil myself. I really just want to get in here and play and enjoy the game already. That's why I just want to get this done and give you guys like my plan for the build. But I do need to talk about this a little bit, right? So, from my experience with, well, not really DOS2, Divinity Original Sin, because it's not completely similar, but Pathfinder is. We're going to have 12 levels, and I talked a little bit about this, but pretty much you're going to go 9 and 1. And let's see if I can do it this way. Make it a little easier to see, guys. Hold on. So we got our Barbarian to the right and our Fighter to the left. So we are going to multi-class. So when it comes to multi-classing Fighter Barb, you have to come up with a preference about what you want. I don't know what I'm going to do, guys. I might go 3 Barb early and then go primarily Fighter. But either way, whichever flavor you want to lean towards, you're only going to go 9 in that primary rank. I think that's the play. The biggest thing about that is that when you see 9, you get a big class go. I actually don't even know what Indomitable does. This is the community wiki, by the way. And then for Barbarian, you get Brutal Critical. I'm most likely going to go Barbarian, Berserker, get to that 9th level, Brutal Critical, and then go back to Fighter. Choose Champion, I think it is, that has the other increased critical roll. That's just off the top of my head. Okay, that just makes sense. It's really, really easy. But the reason why you don't want to go, like, let's say 5 into this, 6 into that, when you look at extra attack here, from the way I'm looking at this, it's extra attack times 1, right? The reason why it says that is because it's the same feat as the Barb extra attack. So let's say if you go Barb 5 and Fighter 6, you're not getting 2 extra attacks. Those are theoretically the same increase. You're only going to get 1. That's why Fighter distinguishes right here times 2. That's how I think it's going to work. I don't know for sure until we get to that point, but that's why we're going to do that. So when we go Barb 9, we get Rage, we get the bonuses with Unarmored. I think we still get Dex bonuses with Light and Medium, but I'm not sure. Reckless Attack, we are going to go for subclass, we're going to go Berserker. It just makes sense. To me, Frenzy is huge. It's much, much better than anything else. Well, I don't want to say that because I don't really know, but it's more loreful, it's more thematic. And me, I just love being a Giga Chad, I love being a melee god, and I love going in there and smashing. So again, with Frenzy and Rage, we get Frenzy Strike. Is this a bonus? It is a bonus action, which is great, so we can do the bonus action and get more attacks in. And as we go down, we are going to get feats. Now, the one thing to know about feats and the abilities for improvement is that we 100% want to go Great Weapon Master. This is huge, especially because we're going to be doing a crit build, and hopefully the turn order ends up working out to where we actually, how do I say this? When we actually set up our Barb, like, let's say this is the main carry to get kills and to get those more bonus actions. Hopefully we get a lot of criticals. That's, you know, the core of the build. But, man, I really wish they would give you a background in the back, like with the classes and the character selection. But I guess they thought it was good not to, or they thought, oh, you know, let them figure it out themselves down the road. So, with that said, I'm going to lean towards 9 Barb, 3 Fighter, and we'll go, not Battlemaster. So Champion's not on here. Battlemaster, from what I read, it's by far the best subclass for Fighter. But the whole superiority die thing, I don't know, like, this is more like a leader on the, you know, tactical superiority, combining combat maneuvers. He's like the leader on the battlefield, right? And I feel like Guts is much more of just a solo, oh man, he's much more of a solo act at this point. Like, he's really the only one that can, you know, challenge apostles. Like, he does get help, obviously, especially with Serki and, you know, fighting the Sea God and stuff like that. But he really, to me, it's just more champion. It's not on the community wiki. It's not even on the fighter. But that's what I'm going to go, because the champion does get something with crits. I think it's a 19 to 20. And then brutal critical, I'm not sure exactly what it is. But instead of getting a D20 for a crit, we get 19 to 20. We also get action surge, and we'll get the fighting style. For fighting style, I think we'll just go the great weapon again. I'm not sure if it matters really too much. Yeah, so dipping into fighter, because again, when you talk about Dungeons and Dragons, when you do a little dip, you know, you dip your toes into another class, right? We're just doing a small dip. 3 levels, I don't think is too big, especially because we're pretty much required to go at least 9. Fighter, I feel like I want a multi-class, but deep down, I kind of would just go 12 fighter, to be honest with you, or 11 fighter and cleric. I think the war domain, because clerics now in BG3, you can pick your domain level 1. Maybe it was always like this, I don't know, but whatever. Yeah, you can get another bonus attack if you just go war domain. So 11 fighter, 1 cleric is going to be super popular, but going 12 fighter is perfectly, I think it's actually to be great. It might be one of the best things, especially Battle Master. And I'm not doing Battle Master. I'm going to do Champion and focus on crits and, you know, getting those pop-off wow moments. That's what I'm looking forward to. But for the dip, this build, we're going to go 3 into Fighter. We're going to get the Champion. We're going to get Action Surge, which is huge. I think it's Short Rest. I don't know. It doesn't say here. But we'll get second win, a little bit of self-healing, because we are going to take a lot of damage. And to maintain our rage, our frenzy, we need to do damage or take damage every turn. So that's going to be big. And for Barb, you can see here, man, like, I really wish, guys, that they would just give you the outline during character creation. It's a little bit of a shame, but, oh well. But just remember, so that first ability score improvement is going to be Great Weapon Master. That is absolutely the biggest feat that we need. How come I didn't bring it up? But this is the one feat, so we're going to really rush this. It actually might be better. Yeah, so my plan, guys, I'm not sure, but to be clear, we're not going to go 9 levels into Barbarian immediately. I don't think that's the play. I think the play might be Barb into 5. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, get Barb. That's how we get the extra attack and fast movement. Because movement in this game, in a turn-based game, it's not like Pathfinder where it's real time and you're taking, you know, you're just moving. Like, this is turn-based. Like, if you can't get to where you need to be to get an attack in or a push or a shove or something, and you can't maintain your rage, not taking damage or doing damage, the build is crippled. Fast, like, mobility in any game really is absolutely huge. It cannot be understated, the power. So we're probably going to rush go 5 into Barb. That way we get our feet, apologies. We get Great Weapon Master. We get the extra attack. And then we'll dip we'll probably finish the dip of Fighter immediately onto 3. Or we can go Barb Fighter, get the fighting style, because we are going to be fully committed to great weapons. You don't always have to use a great sword. You know, whatever you get, two-handed weapon you use. But, you know, we're Giga Chads, we're going to be slamming. Yeah, so that's an option too. We might go 1 Barb, 1 Fighter, get the fighting style, and then we'll go back to Barb into 5. I mean, I don't really know, guys. It's not the easiest choice in the world. It really isn't. Because if you don't rush 5 on Barb, then you're delaying the Great Weapon Master feat. You're delaying your extra attack and fast movement. So it's a little bit, man, it's a tough choice, but this is just really a general outline to my plan. Again, guys, I didn't touch this game at all. I obviously am a small channel. I don't get no press release, so I don't really know. But the fact that they didn't add really anything is a shame. But just a quick reminder again, you know, it's going to be, I'm going to go primarily Barb. You can go full Fighter if you want and get all this Gucci stuff. The 2 attacks is huge. Much more well balanced. You get that heavy armor. You're much more like the Berserker armor guts. But I'm gonna go a little bit flavor. I think I'm gonna go 9 Barb and then 3 Fighter. And then, you know, the orientation of levels, it's really up to you. If me not getting this here is a little bit hard, but that's pretty much it. You know, get Great Weapon Master or Great Weapon, whatever it is. Get that feat. Rush extra attack somewhere. Hopefully Barb 5, and then you can start dipping a little bit. Second wind is going to be good early. Fighting style is going to be good early. Even action surge is going to be good early. But that's pretty much it, guys. You know, I really hope you enjoyed the video. I wish I could be a little bit more in depth, but I literally swore on my life that I was like, oh, 100%. They're going to show you everything. They're going to show you like level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and you'll be able to see everything. But I guess that's not how it is. I'm gonna just stop this video. I'm gonna go play. I've been waiting so damn long to play this. I'm so fucking excited, guys. Excuse my language. And again, I hope you enjoyed. You know, please like, comment, and subscribe. And hopefully you like my little, I try to do a guts-like kind of thing, but I failed. But it is what it is, you know. Guys, get out there, play, role play, enjoy the game, play it as you want, do whatever the hell you want, single player game. Let's not min-max the fun out of it. I'm just trying to give a guide and a little bit of an outline about what I plan to do, you know, to role play as my favorite manga anime character. Moses with Negron Tech. Have a good one, guys.